Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Yes, Richard, we got your email back, and I have Phil from our shop and Mateo. If I can right?
I didn't hear any of that, sir. What did you say?
Would you be able to join the conference call if I send you an invite? Can you join? Can you go online and join the line? So we're trying to clarify your question.
Go ahead, sir. Ask any questions that you have.
Okay. So let me see. Okay, so you're saying, yes, the hinge that is drawn is a 6x10.
It's not.
5 hinge.
I think what you have drawn there is, I believe, 4.5 inch.
No,
but I don't think the height's going to matter at all.
Yeah, okay. The information provided, I believe that an 8-inch wide hinge would be adequate to permit you to swing the gate 180 degrees. So the reason you have the vertical axis pivoting flush with the face of the jamb post is if it was held back 1 inch or even 1.5 inches. The net effect would be saying the same, because you'll be able to swing your gate 180 and hold it parallel to the structure. So the dimension that you need, are you getting to a computer anytime soon, or?
I took about 10 minutes to study your drawings yesterday, so I'm
yes.
reasonably capable of recollecting the paperwork.
Okay. So the information that you need is from the border of the frame to the pivot of the hinge barrel. Is that correct?
No, the attached drawing that I sent you indicates on the left-hand side the dimension that I would like to know.
Okay, so that's from the bottom of the column, the bottom of the base of the column, to the border of the gate. Is that correct?
To the face of the gate.
The face of the gate. So what is that dimension, Mache? Can we know?
I can measure that dimension. That's for the gate number 7. I think corridor gate. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open the drawing and I can just measure it. Okay.
Yeah. Is there any other information that you need, Richard?
I don't think so. I mean, looking at the drawings made me conclude initially that when the person made the drawing of the hinge, holding the vertical axis of pivoting so far out and away from the face of the door, may not have considered the fact when you open the leaf up, you double that dimension. So I think you can, draw that vertical axis of pivoting of your hinge back in towards the face of the door so that you can just use material that's considered common. Unless there is some obstacle that is not in the drawings beyond the projection of the base of the column, I don't see why you would have that barrel so far out away. It looks nice. Aesthetically, it's pleasing, but I think functionally it's a disadvantage for 2 reasons. It puts you into most likely an unobtainable piece of hardware. Plus, of course, the closer the vertical axis of pivoting is to the face of the door, the better the hinge will be capable of carrying the load.
Yeah, less leverage.
Yeah, less leverage. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, so my answer for that question is that yes, we can reduce the distance that is pointed, but the offset of the hinges was deducted from the architectural drawings. So from my point of view, I fully agree with Richard's findings, but I cannot guarantee you that there is no other obstacles or other design consideration to offset the gate as much as it is. So possibly in order to reduce that and have the gate much closer to the base of the wall when fully open, we need to have an RFIE to ensure that there is nothing obstructing the full opening, because I don't have the full plans of the house. They just terminate about 6 or 8 inches from the jump. So here's my answer why the hinges are so wide.
So what is the dimension that you have so far, the dimension that Richard is asking, as per your drawing that you had opened a couple of seconds ago? What is that dimension?
2 and 3/4.
2 3/4.
Yes, that dimension. It's exactly 2 3/4.
Is there any additional information you may need, Richard?
I would like to address further in the email regarding the amount of the hinge that needs to overlap the edge of the gate itself. It appears as if the leaf of the hinge will be there's something missing in the drawing in the sense of what is the hinge attaching to on the gate. So the thickness.
So Phil is going to respond to your comment.
Suggested to put a tracking profile inside to screw the hinge on, because due to the design intent they're meant to be flush with the post, with the jump.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so I will please reply to the email with that dimension so that when I get at my desk shortly this morning, I will calculate and I will include the standard formula for your review, what the wide throw hinge needs to be. And then, yes, field conditions need to be confirmed. There is no unknown obstacle. And if we know that dimension is 2 3/4 clearance that we require, we might be in real good shape with a smaller hinge.
Okay, Phil, you were also saying that we could offset the hinge a little bit, so it would be like.
So the amount of hinge that needs to go onto the gate would be 2.5 inches. We can pull it back like a 1/2 inch.
Right on. So, yes, that's called your back set. That's what I'm driving at. So if we can calculate a 1/2 inch back set, that, of course, permits us to get away with a smaller hinge. Yes, sir.
So a 1/2 inch back set would be the maximum that I would like to go on these gates. They're very heavy. They're very heavy gates. So we do not want to go into the gate just a little bit. We want to go on as much as possible.
I understand.
Okay. Could you redraw it with a 1/2 inch back set, Mache, at least at one single drawing, or is that going to take a long time?
I don't know that that's necessary at this time.
Okay.
Let's calculate I'll send you the formula, and you can play with the math yourself. And we'll look at it with 0 back set and with whatever back set. So, yeah, that's not necessary just yet. Now, the drawing does show 4.5 inch on the height of the hinge. That dimension is probably going to increase to 5 inch because of the availability of standardized product, but I'm going to get the formula pulled out. It's very simple, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I don't see a problem of it being 5 inches high. Would you, Mache or Phil, see a problem with that?
Oh, well, that's just on this gate. We need other ones that are 6 inches high. So there are different heights on the different gates.
Yeah, Fernando. So possibly, I don't know if that's your intention, to source all the hinges from one company. So possibly, I would prepare a package for Richard showing all the hinges that we use for the gate that does not have the in-ground operators. That would be 5A, 5B, 8, 9, 4. Sorry, not 4, but 6 and 7.
Well,
so he will a wider scope of what we need, because we're discussing only 2 gates out of 6 or 7 that are need to have the hinges.
Well, I appreciate very much, Richard, the interest that you put into this, and you were referred by Artworks Unlimited. Phil's on the line from Artworks Unlimited, and yes, I think it would be proper to send Richard the information of the package. So, of course, he wants to sell more, and we want to get more. So it would be great to have his input and his help on this matter.
Excellent. I'll send me that dimension, and I will reply back with my calculation.
Okay, and then Maciej will prepare a package to send to you for all the different gates that we need.
Very well, gentlemen. Have a good morning.
Okay, great. Thank you, Richard.
Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program.